Let's be real here. Most of us are young, broke people who find joy in editing people who are either A, who are unaware that we exist, or B, don't exist at all. We do it for hours on end. For fun. What if I told you that this hobby that we do for hours on end can make you some money? No matter how old you are, where you're from, because of the convenience and the amazing things the internet can do, literally anyone watching this video can make money out of doing this. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth, really going into it, how you guys can make money off doing this. It's gonna be a long one, so I've set it up into different sections, chapters, so you guys can browse it, look at what you need, find sections that seem interesting, or watch the whole thing because I'm gonna be going in depth on a lot of these things. So let's dive right in. So the first step, I don't want to call it a step because it's like, I feel like there's very many directions that you can go when it comes to this, but something that I think is standard foundation when it comes to like, where do I start? How do I, make money off something that I like doing? The very most important thing is to have a platform. Now, platform varies. Like, there's people with millions of followers, there's people with 20 followers. You want, there's no definition. Having a platform, I mean having an audience that cares, that tunes in, that likes your content, interacts with your content, because that platform, no matter if it's TikTok, if it's Instagram, whatever, is proof. It is proof and trust for someone who might want to purchase things that you are willing to sell. Follower count is, it's showing you that you're valid, that you're not, because you could say, oh, I'm an editor. Where are your edits? It's almost like a resume. It's almost like it's a visual resume for people to know that you are valid and you know what you're talking about and you're not gonna like cheat them out of some stupid, cheapo Vinkle edit, you know what I mean? This is where people can see your style, what kind of edits you do, if you are good at this, if you're not good at this. If you have 3 followers and you have no edits and you're DMing people saying like, hey, I can make you this edit or whatever, pay me. Who in their right mind would say yes? Like, literally who? No, you have to build that trust with your audience. But when it comes to selling whatever it is you're selling on Instagram, here are the places that I recommend you promoting it from. 1, your caption, okay? You don't want to, if your edit does really well, you want to mention in the caption that you are selling something, because if the edit's on the explore page, you're gonna get new people. You're gonna see that your content is viewed very highly if it gets a bunch of views and likes or whatever. So having that caption being like, hey, I'm selling my project file, or I'm selling my QR codes, those, like, people are gonna see that. It's gonna be unavoidable. Like, they're gonna see it in the caption. Most people read the caption, they don't just watch the edit, they see it. Secondly, for Instagram, I think it's important to put that you are selling something in your highlights. That's obviously, you guys know, that's under the bio, that's under that, because that's permanent. It's always there. Your highlight, I mean, whether you want it to be or not, that you can always refer to, that you can put links in. It's very easy for you to like go from highlights to a website where you can get paid and make offers with people. I don't recommend DMing people as much to ask for custom stuff. If you DM somebody, it's more time consuming to DM people. If you just have it on captions and highlights, it's more mainstream. People from all over can find it. DMing is very selective. You're not gonna get very far if you DM. And I don't know about you, but if I see someone DMing me asking for me to buy something from them, it seems very sketchy. I think that just you offering it and just saying that's available is a better tactic, I think. When it comes to promoting yourself on TikTok, I recommend bio, because people tend to go check like your TikTok bio. And then also caption is very important, because most things that people see on TikTok are on their For You page, so they've never seen you before. So the best outlet for them to look at you is your caption, because that's kind of the little resume you have going on with your edits. So now that I've talked about like promotion, like how to tell people you're selling stuff, I'm gonna get into things and possible ideas of what you can sell, because sometimes you're like, what would people want? Like, what do I have to offer? Something that I think is a great idea to sell is custom edits. Basically what a custom edit is that you make the edit yourself, you do what you normally do, make the edit, and someone pays you to just make the entire thing. Whether they give credit or not, I think is up to you and your rules, but if they don't end up giving credit to you, you're richer. You prefer. If you want credit for doing it, great. If you don't and you're saying like, if I get the money, I'm a-okay. But this doesn't have to go with just like Instagram and TikTok interactions. This, custom edits can be something you do IRL. Like, I don't know if you guys like, well, I know people, editing is kind of secretive, sometimes you don't like tell people you make fan edits of celebrities, it's not really, conversation starter. And if your family happens to know that you edit, or if your friends happen to know, they think it's amazing. Tell your parents. They might want to know, why you're locked up in your room, or, head buried in your phone for hours on end. They'd be happy to know that you're, doing editing and not doing other things on the internet that you could possibly do. People in real life might want you to make edits of their friends, of their dog. People love edits of their pets. I don't know why, but people love it. And edits for holidays, birthdays, like, you have a lot more options than you think here. My next idea of what you can sell sort of falls in the same category of custom edits, except it is project files, it is presets, it is QR codes, elements of an edit that you can sell. If editing graphs, that would be helpful, colorings, that would be helpful. Those things people want. They want unique shakes, they want colorings. If you have good colorings and shakes and settings and people like it and people are asking you on Instagram or TikTok like, what are your settings? How do you do your graphs? Say, well, you can find out how I do my graphs for a small fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the power to give people what they want for a small price. At the end of the day, it is gonna help people. You know, it is gonna help people learn how to edit, which is obviously really, really cool. The next tip is something that I haven't done all the time on Instagram and TikTok. I've sort of been doing it with YouTube, but something that I have seen and I've talked to other editors who have gone through this is that there are editing companies like scouting. Scouting is a weird word, but like looking for other editors to promote their product, okay? So that goes back to having the platform, guys. Have a platform, please. Please have a foundation. Please have somewhere where you have a following of any sort. Any following. Something that I've seen is that there'll be editing companies who will be like DMing you and being like, hey, I like the edits that you're making. Make an edit with my program. Tell them to go to this link and we'll give you 20 bucks. Like something as little as that. I've seen companies, I'm not gonna name names, love finding, you know, because most of us are kids. I mean, I'm not calling everyone out. There are people who are adults editing, which is nothing wrong with that. But a lot of us are younger and we will take what money we can get, you know? It's really easy for them to promote their product on Instagram edits with other users. I don't want you guys, please don't be going into the DMs of video editing companies and being like, hey, I'll make an edit of this for $20. A lot of the times they reach out to you, but say yes. I think it's a really cool opportunity to work with other video editing companies, learn more about stuff. Keep your eyes out. If someone, like, obviously be aware, the internet can be a very sketchy place. Be a company that you've never heard of before and you have no idea how to edit on it, but let me tell you, if you're an editor, we eat, sleep, and breathe tutorials. I think you can figure it out. I think that you can learn, you can research. Like I said, please don't like spam, you know, the DMs of big editing apps and be like, I'll promote your stuff. Please don't do that. If they reach out to you, that's awesome and it's a very, very good way to make money. Now, my next step in how to make money is something that why is my lighting actually oh, I'm gonna fix the lighting. Lighting fix. Hanging in there. You guys good? You guys learning how to make some cash? Okay, lighting is better. Excuse the lighting transition, but I got my lighting to be better and less yellow. Next step is something that people are very hesitant over, and once I say this, you guys are gonna be like, yeah, right. Sure, like this will be successful, like this will work. But I mean, I guess as someone who's gone through this experience, I'm going to say that one of my biggest accomplishments and the thing that I am so happy that I did is starting a YouTube channel. I was bored in quarantine. You guys know my origin story. I was bored in quarantine. I was like, I make edits. People want to know why I make edits and how I make edits. So I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Because YouTube is a search engine. We look up our tutorials and how we make edits on YouTube. Like, I don't think you go on Safari and be like, how do I make a cube spin transition? No. We go to YouTube because we like having that visual aspect. YouTube, I'm gonna tell you, is probably my favorite way to make money. Here's the thing with YouTube that's different than the other methods that I explained. If you, for example, if you're promoting an edit of a company and they pay you X amount of money, that's it. You get that money. You're done, you shake hands, you're done with that business deal and you're moving on to the next one. But YouTube is forever, okay? My videos that have been from years ago are still making me money now. Over time, you're making money forever. Like, I could have this YouTube channel like still up 50 years later and I'm still making money on, you know, how to make a successful fan page. Like, that video is still making money. If you make a tutorial, people are gonna go back to it. People are gonna watch it again and over again, and that's gonna make you money over time. Starting a YouTube channel, guys, is so worth it. Like I said, all it takes is for you to make tutorials on how you make your graphs, how you add coloring, how you add presets, how you make QR codes. Literally think of anything. What do you want to learn? You gotta ask yourself these questions. What did I want to know? And how can I teach what I wanted to know to other people in the best, the quickest, the funnest way possible, and post it on YouTube? Obviously, when you start YouTube videos at first, you're not making money. It's not like you post your first video and bam, you get a paycheck. It takes work, it takes dedication, and it takes a lot of patience and time. But if you work hard enough, you make the requirements, boom, once monetization is set in, you guys are set. Make videos like I do, you know, you can make like fun, entertaining videos. Like, there's so much things you can do with editing that can make you money that, like, it's great. I'm obviously not gonna say how much money I make, but I'm just gonna say I make more than the average teenager does off of YouTube. YouTube is Great. Stop watching this. Actually, well, don't stop. I want money. This is also a promotion for myself. I would like money as well. So if you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Engage in this video because this is also promoting for me because I would also like money. Share what you have out there because you're always going to be making money. Like always. Like it'll come back, you'll always be making that unless the video is like gone or something. Like you'll always have that. Now here's the part that no one really likes to talk about is sort of like what, you know, the technical part of it, you know, like where do I, you know, how do I get money sent to me? How is money transferred? How does that work online? That is something that I feel like you kind of have to do your research on because everyone has their preferred sort of method, you know, what they want to, like where they want their money to be transactioned from, because it becomes a little like, obviously if you're doing this in real life and you're like, you know, paying your grandma, or if you're getting paid by your grandma to make an edit of her kitten, I don't know, you guys, people ask you for really weird stuff. She can just give you the cash right there. But if you're dealing with it online, which is probably the more common way you're gonna have to deal with it, is there are different, you know, sort of mediums that you can use to like get the money that you need without getting like scammed. Obviously, there's always a risk factor when it comes to dealing with money online. So, you know, just always be cautious. If you feel, you know, red flags, like trust your gut on this kind of stuff. Like I don't want people in the comments being like, I just got robbed out of $1 million because you told me to get that. No. But there are specific apps. I know a lot of people use PayHip, which is like kind of an easy way for you to get something. I know people use just regular PayPal. There are like other like methods, and I think it's also different depending on where you live in the world. Like it's crazy. So I'm not gonna like, you know, go in depth on something that you're like, I don't even have that in my country or whatever. But just make sure you find a method that works to you and be consistent about it, because if you keep changing it, it'll get confusing, and just like learn it really well and do your research in that aspect, because it's gonna help you in the long run and you'll feel confident that you'll actually get the money that you deserve to get. Now, here comes the question that I think a lot of people run into is, how much should you charge? Like how much money am I gonna get paid? Now here I want to make this clear. Two things. Do not underestimate your worth, okay? Because you know yourself, you know how much hours you put into it, you know the reality of what it takes to make an edit like this, how long it took you to find the clips, how long it took you to save it, how much storage it is. All those come into factors. You know deep down what this sort of thing is worth. Don't be like, oh, I'm overpricing it. They're never gonna know how much you're worth, because editing is not a very common hobby. There's not a lot of people that people are gonna find out there who are good at this kind of stuff. So you're in high demand. You're in high demand. So know your worth, okay? And second thing that you need to remember is that you have the power in this situation. Okay, you can decide. You are the decider of this. Like, you can decide what's too much, too little. That is all you, okay? If someone has a problem with it, you know, you can make bargains, you make deals, but technically, and out of all this, you're the editor. You have all the power. No, like, you know, like, every editor should charge $10 for an edit or something like that. You know how much it takes you, because everyone has different skill level, everyone has different preferences. You have to ask yourself a lot of questions in this, you know, and like, stay true to it. You deserve to get paid what you deserve to get paid. And so there's no, like I said, there's no setting in stone rule book of being like, I have to get paid this much money for this. Look at other creators and see what they charge for stuff. You know, everyone has a different style. Some people have crazy 3D elements that take a million years. Some people have simple edits they just want to do. Everyone has a different style, so that's what the fun of it is. There's no right or wrong answer. Okay, you get to choose what you want. Don't make, God, here, also another point. If one of your friends are like, oh my God, like make an edit of me for fun, charge them at least $1, at least something, okay? There is no way that you're gonna, like, unless you're like, you know, their best friend or it's like a gift or something, charge them. You spent a lot of time on it. Obviously, like, do it for fun, and if it's for fun, that's all you want it to be. I think obviously if you just wanted it to be fun, you wouldn't have clicked on this video. But know your worth and know that you are in charge and you make all the rules here. Oh my God, my mouth is so dry. But I hope this video was helpful. I think I made a video a year ago on how to make money, but I feel like now, you know, having more experience, having this channel, all that stuff, I think that I have more credibility now. But I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure you go to the sections that you feel are important. If there's something that I didn't touch on or something that if you are someone who makes money and want to share with others, please don't be afraid to comment it down below. And I would really appreciate it talking about money if you supported this channel. Subscribe, because that helps me out, and just you watching this video helps me out. So thank you guys very, very much. I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys make that coin, make that bag, and do what you love to do. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!